The Triton football team and the team moms will be doing a fundraiser to help fund team meals, new uniforms, and much more. If you would like to support the team, please reach out to or find the players or Lori Shively or Heather Reichert. Tickets are $5 for one ticket, and you can get 5 tickets for $20. All drawings will happen at the remaining home games, with the grand prizes being announced at the final home game. You can find these lists of prizes on Facebook on either the Triton Trojans Facebook page or the Triton football page. The team and the team moms really appreciate the community and school and everyone who invests their time in our student athletes. Here's your chance, Trojan fans, to win some great prizes, but most importantly, a chance to invest in our student athletes. The Triton football team and the team moms will be doing a fundraiser to help fund team meals, new uniforms, and much more. If you would like to support the team, please reach out to or find the players or Lori Shively or Heather Reichert. Tickets are $5 for one ticket, and you can get 5 tickets for $20. All drawings will happen at the remaining home games, with the grand prizes being announced at the final home game. You can find these lists of prizes on Facebook on either the Triton Trojans Facebook page or the Triton football page. The team and the team moms really appreciate the community and school and everyone who invests their time in our student athletes. Here's your chance, Trojan fans, to win some great prizes, but most importantly, a chance to invest in our student athletes. Welcome, everyone, to the Trojan Tundra here in Bourbon, Indiana, as the Triton Trojans welcome in Hoosier North opponent, the Pioneer Panthers. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me is Kaden Atkins, Tyler Amsden, Kaden Hummitch, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network. As the midway point of the season has passed, we are now on the downhill slide, gaining momentum for sectional play. A matchup between the two teams here with 2 conference wins and both still unblemished records in regular season matchups against sectional opponents this season. These two feature teams both are very well coached and both are very prepared to face off here in this one. The Pioneer Panthers come into this game with a 2-3 record. While they don't boast the record the Pioneers are accustomed to having at this point of the season, do not be fooled. This is a great program and one tough team that Adam Berry has. The Panthers have some strong play in the trenches and have shown they can be physical and have the ability to battle against anyone who they play against. Triton comes into this one with their best starts in 2017. Younis and his staff are boasting a hungry group where they take it week by week. They fire after the ball. They play strong in all phases of the game, headlined by some very talented upperclassmen. Their play along the line on both offense and defense has seen them grow tougher and tougher game in and game out. Kayden, this game here, I've always loved calling this game, because these two teams, two very good programs. I think we're going to be in for a good one here tonight.
You may have always loved calling it, but let me tell you, when you're losing by 70 points when you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior, it's not always that fun down there on the field. But this is a different team this year. I mean, everyone here, much better than the ones we've seen in years past.
And you look at Pioneer's offenses, kind of looks a little bit different. I mean, you got the quarterback's a little bit different this year. I mean, a different look by these guys, but still do a lot of good things. They still have some athletes that can move the ball.
Yeah, Pioneer's going to do a lot of tight formations, a lot of wing T stuff. So it's going to involve counters, misdirections, reverse, pitches, doing anything that they can do to try to get that Triton defense disrupted early and often, keep them on their toes so they don't know what's coming next.
And like you said, the Triton defense got it. I mean, for them, they got to. If you're a linebacking core, you've got to be able to communicate and talk and really see where that ball is going. If you're Coach Whitaker, what kind of things are you telling your defense to kind of get them prepared for this one?
Well, I'm telling these guys, it's simple. It's what we've done all year long. Triton all season has played teams who use pulling guard sets. Triton does it themselves. If the linebackers can just watch where the guards go. If the guards are going right, the play's going right. Follow the ball. Follow the guards. They'll lead you to the ball. That's just the simplest way around it. The linebackers, that's your first look. Is that guard. See where he's going, attack, and get football.
And then you look, if you're the Triton offense, if you're these guys this week, this is a week now you're to the point you've played some very tough competition in the early weeks. You cannot start off slow against a Pioneer team that will make you pay if you start off slow.
Right. We saw in that casting game earlier this year, Triton could not get it going. They just kept sputtering. Eventually, got some things moving along, but they've got to go fast in this one. They scored 42 last week against Culver, and even that wasn't, a fast start like we're used to seeing, but they got to lean hard on Anthony Shue tonight, I think. He's got 127 yards last game with 4 touchdowns. And for those of you who keep track at home, I know I am. That's 935 yards and 18 touchdowns on the season. So that's got to be your workhorse again. Until someone figures out how to stop him, keep going to the kid.
And then, we know beast mode's going to show up. We know he's going to show up. He's going to play hard. He's going to dominate. But that offensive line for Triton, I think, is going to be big. I mean, this is a very cohesive unit, a very talented unit. Those guys there can do a lot of things extremely well to open things up, not just for Anthony Shue, but for the X Factor, Cole Shively, do some special things through the air and on the ground.
Yeah, well, I'll touch on Cole Shively in a minute. But if you want to talk about well-executing pulling guards, I mean, that has been Coach Younis' bread and butter, I think, since he's been coaching at Triton. And he's always had these athletic guards who can get out in front of the running back and set lead blocks. That's why Anthony Shue averages, I don't remember what it was, something crazy, 14 yards per carry, I believe.
Yep.
It's because these linemen are getting to the second level, and he just has to make a safety or a corner miss, or else he's off to the races. And, you talked about it, Cole Shively. We saw him, put the passing game together a little bit more last week, connected with Dante Workman for a touchdown, and that just adds a whole nother layer to this Triton offense. You've got to worry about Cole dropping back to pass. You've got to worry about him running the ball. You've got to worry about Anthony Shue. You've got to worry about Dante Workman, Jaden May, Riley Wood. The list goes on and on.
And that's the one thing with this Triton team. There's so many different ways they can go. It's just for them, you got to have your foot on the gas to go against a Pioneer defense that's going to throw some tough looks at you early and often in this game.
Yeah, I wrote down here, you got to be ready to score quick and often, because I could see this being a slugfest where it's 14-10, or I could see this being a marathon. Who's going to score more points? I'm going to have the ball last, so we're going to put up more points in you. It might be 42-35 at the end of this one.
And that's kind of where it's exciting, and it's one that with these two good programs, both very well coached programs, I think when you look at conference play, this here is, one, you're going to play them obviously tonight, but then there's also a chance that these two teams could meet in sectional play as well.
Yeah, with the realigned sectionals, that's a very big possibility. And I wouldn't put it past either of these teams to really develop a deep playoff run. They've performed well so far this season. Pioneers, record might not reflect that 100%, but they fought in every single game. They are determined. They're well coached, like you said, more than anything else. I think that Adam Barry knows how to run a tight ship over there, and he's done it historically against the Trojans, 8-0 all time.
So with that being said, we're all set for another fantastic battle here at the Trojan Tundra in this matchup between conference and sectional opponents. Can Pioneer continue their dominance over the Trojans, or will the Trojans finally slay the Panthers? Find out next and more as we are in for a good one here tonight. And that's what's next, right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
If I could have your attention, please. On the near side 30-yard line to the north end of the field, we have a special tonight. We'd like to thank KCH and Lutheran Health Network for sponsoring tonight's KCH Fan of the Night. KCH is represented tonight by Bailey Schrader. Tonight's KCH Fan of the Night is no stranger to Triton Athletics. Please give a warm welcome to Mason McIntyre. Mason's our KCH Fan of the Night. He spent 14 years as our athletic director. He's given so much to this school and community over the years. Even though he has changed jobs, he continues to help out Triton as a liaison to current athletic director Rodney Younis. Thank you, Mason, for your many long hours of dedication in helping Triton Athletics excel. Once again, congratulations, Mason McIntyre, our KCH Fan of the Night. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Pioneer as our guest at tonight's contest. Triton Junior Senior High School and Pioneer are playing this event through an agreement entered into by both schools. As members of the IHSAA, both schools have agreed to abide by the bylaws of the IHSAA to ensure the highest possible standard of conduct during this event tonight. Our officials for tonight's contest are Greg Branda, Justin Hoover, Terry Leak, Russell Schultz, and Charlie Thomas. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of good sportsmanship throughout tonight's game, no matter what personal feelings of loyalty they may have toward one team or the other. Disruption of this or any athletic contest will be grounds for removal and the possible exclusion from attending future events. Your cooperation is appreciated. Thank you. We'd also like to thank the crew working the chains for tonight's game: Drew Westifer, Chet Irvine, Joe White, and Leon Kaufman. Thank you.
They'll announce it. They haven't announced it yet. All right. Hey, hurry up.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you would please rise and face our flag in the north end zone as the Triton Marching Band will be honoring America with the playing of our national anthem.
One, two, three.
All right, the pregame festivities are done and over with as the Triton Trojans welcome in the Pioneer Panthers. Tyler, we talked in the pregame. We watched film the other night. This one has the makings to be a very good football game here tonight between two teams that are very evenly matched. Records are out the window. These are two really good football teams.
It was last year. I mean, it was pretty tight through like all the quarters until the special teams. It really relied on the special teams like last year. Broke down a couple tackles, and then they broke it loose for a couple touchdowns. But I think if special teams can hold their ground tonight, I think the Trojans will have some good luck.
You know, and we were talking about, Pioneers they got a dynamic offense. We kind of see that they kind of run those counters. I think Triton's got to be on key. You play that linebacker spot against this team. If you're Riley Wood, you're Cunningham. What are you telling those guys, those inside linebackers, what to do? Keep
your eyes on what you have to do, your assignment, and then let other players do their assignment. Don't focus on any other assignments but yours, and it should be a good game. Just don't get caught in the traffic.
Well, if you're Pioneer, I mean, if this defense here, you got to go against a very tough running back. I mean, tonight we got two really good running backs between Toloza and Anthony Shue, of course. But two good running backs. If you're Pioneer, what kind of things are you doing to kind of slow down this Triton offense?
I'm going to try, I don't know, send the house on Anthony, tackle him by the legs, and do everything you can.
Get ready for the flip over here.
The coin flip now as they're out there. Both team captains out there for both teams. Final instructions from the referees here tonight with Terry Leake, George Gregory Branda, Russell Schultz, Charles Thomas, and Justin Hoover, the officiating crew. Thank you for them being here tonight.
Glad to see Kayden back on the field.
Yep. Was out last week. And everybody must have settled the coin toss beforehand, so we'll get ready to get things underway. Handled it beforehand. Behind closed doors. Let's see the secret coin toss.
Time for kickoff.
Are you ready for some football?
In this, if you're trying to go out tonight, Pioneer, the big thing is you can't get starstruck.
Yep.
This Pioneer program is extremely good. There's nothing bad to say about this program. This is a legit program Atterbury has. We were looking down at
we were just looking at
at their postseason history. I mean, tournament history, 72 wins.
And only 11 losses under their head coach.
With 12 sectional titles, 8 regional titles, 5 semi-states, and 3
state
champions.
Yeah.
This is a group, and it's not far removed. The 2017, 2018 team, we got to see them here. They're a very good group, and this program is still a very good program. Do not sleep on that 2-3 record, because this is a better football team. That 2-3 record.
They still have that champion mindset.
So as they get ready to line up,
watch Anthony Shue back there.
So Shue now going back to return with. Got Amari Snyder, Wayne the Missile Reichert's back there with Dante Workman. It's a very.
I like that. I like that crew.
You got Vinny Prater on the other side there. Eli Nickel getting ready to line up to kick.
Always loved how they kicked off. Pioneer always did.
Tyner gets in their customary lineup. They're ready to take off here for this kickoff. It's a pooch kick, and nice job there as we see Evan Winforth. Fall on it, and Triton will start on good field
Good eyes,
position.
good hands.
But if you're Triton here, you cannot start off slowly. You got to come out firing. We'll see what they do here. Out there for the defense for the Panthers.
Can't start off like we did Bremen and Culver. We got to get it going.
You got to move in quick. Zellers and Eli Miller, the two bookends for the Pioneer defense, with LeGrand and Gomer in the middle. Schnurple, Sweet, Van Meter, and Eubler. Or Van Meter, the linebackers with Eubler, Toloza, Hill, and Guffey, the defensive backs out there for the Panthers. To start. As Shively goes back to work now, 1st and 10. Going to go right to Anthony Shue, and he's going to get met, and a good stand by that Pioneer defense. But Shue's still pushing the pile. He might have got a yard on that play. That was a good defensive stand there by that front line for Pioneer.
They're all over there. There's a bunch of yellow, white jerseys and yellow pants.
And the crew out there for Triton on the offensive side, you'll have the two bookends and Cam Shively and Ethan Howe, with Landon Lemler and Trent Conley, the two guards, with Brady Snyder in the center spot, Shively, Shue, Javen May, Cole Irvine, Dante Workman, and Evan Briles and Amari Snyder all out there now as your offensive players. Goes right to Shue again. Shue gets met right in the backfield there. It was a nice tackle. Let's see Cody LeGrand get in there to bring him down. 3rd down and long coming up. Triton's got to start figuring a way to move that ball.
This front line's going to have to protect. If you can do that, Anthony will do his job. He'll kick it outside, and he'll take it 5 to 10 yards each time.
And Irvine will check in. Very good blocking receiver. As Triton kind of got the things working through the air last week, but that's something here. Pioneer may struggle a little bit against the air attack. It's the kind of thing to keep an eye on. If you're a receiver, you got to be ready to catch that ball here in this one. So Shively now, 3rd down. Goes back. Looking left, go back to the middle, finds Workman. Workman couldn't handle it.
Ooh.
And I think they're going to call it, they're going to say incomplete as they hit the ground. And Triton will now send the kick team out as Triton goes 3 and out on their opening offensive set.
Not a bad throw by Cole. I mean, a little high, but Dante could have got that easily.
Watch how close, though, almost got intercepted.
It was very close. Workman had his hands on it, got to look it in. It was close. He had his hand there. So Shively to kick. Kayden Hill back to return for the Panthers. Low snap, flag on the play, and they're going to blow it dead as Shively sends a boot down. We'll see if we might have an offsides on the Panthers. So offside on the defense. It'll move the ball up a little ways, but it's still 4th down for the Trojans. That's good for, for Shively. He's known for pinning people back deep. If you're Kayden Hill, if that bounces anywhere, he's going to have to make a good read, but Triton's going to continue to cover well on special teams. As a year ago, that's what really kind of held them against this Pioneer team.
It's like Pioneer sending the whole house.
Shively gets time, a better snap. Gets that one away. It's a high kick. Filing all the way down as he'll take it. Kayden Hill about the 16-yard line. And what a cover by Vinny Prater and Braden Cunningham.
Excellent coverage on that play.
So what a return there. So we got the offensive starters out there for the Panthers with Eli Miller and Brenton Gomer, the 2 tackles, with the LeGrand and Van Meter, the 2 guards, and Schnurple, the man in center. Caleb Sweets, the quarterback, with Tolosa, Zellers, Kayden Hill, Peyton Schnurple, and Owen Miller, the group out there to start for the Pioneer Panthers. As they're going to go with a little bit of a wildcat look as Kayden Hill is going to line up at quarterback. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Takes the snap, goes play action fake, kicks it on out to the outside as Tyler Zellers gets free. Cole Irvine's the last man to beat. He's got to bring him down. Zellers tries to lose him. Irvine stays with him, and a big play as Zellers still on his feet, gets pushed out of bounds.
Oh, my word.
What a play to the flat there.
They just didn't break down. Look at this protection. Nice fake to 15. Throws it a little high, but brings it in, and he just makes a man miss, makes Cole miss. Didn't break down the tackle and just takes it. Takes it for a big gain.
So now way down now. 1st and 10 from the Trojan 25-yard line as Pioneer flips the field.
In just one play.
Knocking on the door here is a big play to start off. Pioneer showing off their home run ability. Still goes the hard count. Flips it back on over to Zellers again. Snyder's there to bring him down. No gain, or just very minimal game on the play.
We were talking about this at your house. It can't be arm tackles. It's going to have to be full-on breaking down form tackling tonight.
And the big thing, too, and like I said, that form tackling, if you're Triton, you can't be the hammer. Hold the nail, get someone there. This group here really flies the ball extremely well. They got to rely on that defense and make a big stop here because we saw them do it a few weeks ago against Bremen when Bremen was in the red zone.
This defense can hold their ground.
But Pioneers offense showing why they are so disciplined and so good. That offensive lineman gave him enough time as he goes now 2nd and 10 from the 25. Zellers goes in motion here on the near side. Hill's going to keep it now as he's going to rumble forward, and he'll get through. So Pioneer working a little bit of that wildcat look offense with Kayden Hill, who's usually the wingback, the quarterback here tonight.
I kind of like this wildcat formation, though. It's like having Tyreek back there as your quarterback.
Hey, Kayden Hill, we saw him as a freshman. We saw him grow the last few years. He's a guy who has got some pretty good wheels on him. So he'll go back to work now, 3rd and 5 from the 20. Pulling the 5-yard gain on the play. 2 wide receivers to the left. He'll take it, and the quarterback keeper right up the middle. And I think he'll be closer. He'll have it just shy of a 1st down. This is a Pioneer team that is not going to like to kick a field goal. They're going for it on all 4 downs every chance they get.
This is where it gets interesting.
So we'll see that Triton defensive line with Eastside Lemler, Cam Shively, Josh Lemler, and Evan Briles can hold strong here. The linebacking crew with Wood, Conley, Cunningham, Lemler, Shively and Irvine, the 2 cornerbacks, and Amari Snyder, the man up high in the single high safety spot. Wayne Reichert also playing outside linebacker. He's out there in this
Look at new quarterback, number 12.
Micah Rand's now in. Going to try to go up. Triton kid make the stop, and I don't think they got it. A little bit of a scuffle there. As Riley Wood pulling away Josh Lemler as he gets tied up with a Panther.
We need to keep our heads tonight.
That's the kind of thing. If Triton wants to have a shot to win this game or contend in this game, as they convert that first down, you got to keep your emotions in check.
Yep. And I like how Riley was that leader.
And that's one thing, like I said, we talked to Riley last week. He's such a good leader, and right there shows he pulled him away. But this Pioneer offense now knocking on the door 12 yards away from pay dirt. Hill back in the quarterback spot, works the shotgun. Going to send Mans in motion. Going to keep it himself, try to go upfield again, the quarterback keeper. 4 yards.
They play that quarterback keeper better this time.
Appreciate Ben Weymouth running the stats for us tonight. Appreciate that, Ben. So Tucker Worst from the freight train, the man in the middle. I mean, this is a spot where Tucker can really shine because he's a guy who can eat up a lot of space, but yet he's strong enough to kind of push back to the linebacking who's really got a key in here on this different offense, Wildcat offense being ran by the Panthers. Hill now is going to go back on the left side. He's going to leave it there for Tolosa. And
yep, way to clean it.
And then they're on the tackle. We got Amari Snyder and Cole Irvine. Amari Snyder playing strong here in this one. As like I said, it's 4-down territory for the Panthers. They're not going to kick. They're going to go for it until they're out of downs. But Triton, this could be big. We saw them shut down Bremen.
Yep.
They've got an opportunity to do it here. They've got to try to battle hard again. So 3rd and 10 still. Zeller's now in that slot position to the left. He'll go in motion. Work here to the near side. Hill's going to roll right. He's got Zeller's too high of a pass, and it falls incomplete.
Through the hands.
Shively was there to kind of shut it off, but too high of a pass. Got to get that one down.
Kind of worried me, though. I saw 3 people out there right here. The good protection by the O-line, just couldn't get the ball in his hands at all. Kind of worried me because they had 3 people go out and only 1 guy protecting.
So here we go, 4th down and 10 to go here. Big 4th down for both teams here. Early going here in this first quarter. This Hill's going to roll back right. He's going to keep it himself. Tucker Worsham's got a beat. Here comes the lumberjack, and he clear cuts his way for a tackle for loss in Triton.
Riley Wood.
The lumberjack.
The lumberjack. Watch this play by him. He keeps his eyes downfield, doesn't get misplayed at all by any of the action going on back there. Good pressure by the front line, too, but he just couldn't get away from him.
Landon Lemler initially made a touch, but Riley Wood fired up. Now this is big. Triton, you just had a big momentum shift. You've got to move the ball now. This is going to be big for them. You just stopped a very good offense. Now you got to move the ball.
Talking about Riley, thinks his grandparents are bringing us that
Absolutely.
food. Good snacks.
I sure do appreciate that, man. I always like my snacks. Motion on the play, but a flag on the play. We're probably going to get a false start, I believe, on the offense. That's why I move it 5 yards back. That
was a good play by Riley.
Illegal substitute, a false start, as they'll move it back. Shively goes back to work on the shotgun. 2 wide receivers here to the left. Going to send May in motion. Going to shovel pass to him. Javen May's got some blockers. Javen May cuts upfield. Javen May with a big carry.
Good carry on that.
So it'll be down 3rd down and manageable. 3rd and 3. This is a big 3rd down for Triton. If you're Pioneer, what are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for it to go back to Anthony right up the middle. I mean, that's what I'm doing, but this Pioneer defense, they've been playing the plays pretty good so far. So
It's a loaded backfield. Cohen Hensley's back there with Anthony Shue. Goes out to Shue. Shue's got to cut up field. Breaks. Couldn't break it.
Dude.
What an open field tackle. Kaden Hill.
I'm telling you, those shoestring tackles make Anthony mad.
As that brings down 4th down and 8. The Trojans 3 and out on the first 2 drives for them here to start off the ball game. You know, and Anthony Shue is such a good runner, but like you said, you got. I mean, it's early on. You just got to keep working. It'll make work. We saw him adjust last week as Hill back to return. Vinny Prater gets separation. He's flying down the field. High kick. Hill waves him off and takes it on his own 49 is where the Pioneer offense moved the ball well in their first drive all the way down, but the 4 and out stopped him in the red zone.
See what this defense can do right here. Hold their ground again.
Ryan's down there. You got Kayden. Hummitch is up here with us, running the main camera, the 12-year-old phenom, I guess if you want. That's what he was referred to as earlier. I don't know.
Going back to that recent series, I liked how they're using Javen May a lot more throughout the season.
And Javen's a strong runner. Yeah. He's a strong player. He's only going to get better. But this Trojan defense, Coach Whitaker's got to have him fired up here on this one. So 2 wide receivers out here to the right for Hill. Tolosa's in the backfield with him. 2 very good runners in the backfield. Quick conversation between those 2. 1st down and 10 from the 49. Sends Zellers in motion.
You're going to see a lot of motion.
Going to go to Tolosa. The missile just missed him. And Tolosa, nice carry all the way up, and Shively knocks him out. Wayne Reichert had him for a moment.
Wayne, just wrap up. He shot like a missile, though.
I mean, he was there. That was a go. Yeah. He broke on it really well, but like I said, this is a very strong offense. This is a strong running group. Pioneer, I mean, just showed off why they're one of the better football teams in 1A, and they showed it off.
Speed kills.
1st and 10 now from the 37. Gain of 22 on the play. Gonna go right up the middle to Tolosa, I believe, is on the carry. So Tolosa on the carry. Takes it up a little ways there. 2nd down. I believe 5 on 4 on the play. 6. I was in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Only have so many choices. So back under center is Micah Rands, the freshman. Going to go right back to Tolosa, and his power running finds the way to move the chains again for the Panthers.
This offensive line, they're small, but they're quick, and they know what they're doing.
I mean, that's one, and I remember talking to Jeremiah Farrell back about this Pioneer team. He says these are some of the best hand-fighting offensive linemen.
Yes, they are.
Their technique is so flawless. That's why you got to be on point if you're the Trojans. You got to find a way to make sure you got to find, but the linebackers have really got to key in.
Yep.
Got to wrap them up. 1st down and 10 from the 25. As Caden Hill goes forward, short carry on the play, about 3 yards on the carry, but
yeah, I mean, that's manageable. You get 3 yards of carry, that's good.
So Riley Wood in on the tackle there for the Trojans. And still no score. 3 minutes to go. But for both teams, you don't see them scoring a ton in the first quarter. No. But the one thing I was talking to Pioneers broadcasting staff down there for their radio, you look at the scores between these 2 teams and where they're kind of at. I mean, the casting game, very similar. The games where they won, the teams that they've beaten, the teams they played against, very similar scores. Like, these teams are very evenly matched. Hill back to work on the shotgun. Goes to Tolosa. Tolosa's got a spot, but looky there. What a play up front.
Look at those Trojans. Way to hold their ground
Trent
right
Conley
there.
And Landon Lemler. Wayne Reichert also in there on the tackle as well.
Almost the whole team was just right there.
But it was good. Like you said, get in there, wrap them up, wait for help to get there.
I love what Eastside's doing this year, though. He's stepping up, and that's what you need to do.
I agree with the Indianapolis comment. We got tech support down in Indy. Kenny showed up.
Yep, got things moved around. Mater, which was kind of good. Had to bring some cords.
I believe we're going to get a timeout for Pioneers. They want to talk things over. So we got a quick moment. We're going to play something here from the football moms as they're doing their fundraiser right now. The Triton football team and the team moms will be doing a fundraiser to help fund team meals, new uniforms, and much more. If you would like to support the team, please reach out to or find the players or Lori Shively or Heather Reichert. Tickets are $5 for one ticket, and you can get 5 tickets for $20. All drawings will happen at the remaining home games, with the grand prizes being announced at the final home game. You can find these lists of prizes on Facebook on either the Triton Trojans Facebook page or the Triton football page. The team and the team moms really appreciate the community and school and everyone who invests their time in our student athletes. Here's your chance, Trojan fans, to win some great prizes, but most importantly, a chance to invest in our student athletes. So as both teams finish up the timeout, like I said, you got a chance. You know, I threw some money into that pool.
So you think what tonight they're giving away a little bit of stuff tonight?
Yep, they'll have a little bit, and like I said, the grand prize will be at the end of the last game of the season against Winnemac. But hey, I put money in.
There's quite a bit of.
There's some serious stuff, man. I put some money in.
Interesting items there.
But that wasn't why. I mean, I put the money in to support these athletes. I mean, these guys here do so much good stuff, and the parents, everybody's such a great community. This Pioneers community showing up really well here for this one. As it's now 3rd down and 8 from the 23, 2:02 to go here in the first. Hill works on the shotgun. Going to send Sweet in motion. Hill rolls left. He's got Sweet in the flat. Chooses to, was going to pull it there. Eastside Lemler with the sack. The sophomore guiding through.
Just talking about him, too.
I think we might get it. Orions might have got a pretty good view from the backside there.
Watch this protection. Just kicks outside. He's trying to hit. He's trying to hit number 2. He's going to throw it right there, but then he turns around, and then Eastside Lemler's just right there to clean it up.
Well, I guess it's not a sack. He's an incomplete pass as he threw it there at the end, but Eastside Lemler, good pursuit. And we got a flag on the play. Intentional grounding on the Panthers.
I thought it was going to be called a fumble.
Well, because he did have forward motion, but I think that's what they're going to saw that as. But it was a.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I thought it was a sack until we saw the replay on Ryan's angle. Good job, Orion.
But anyways, Eastside still.
Thumbs up. He's listening. Of course, Orion gets a lot of credit because I was late today. Him and Kayden did all the setup.
I was here early.
First one here, last one to leave. That's how that works, man. Don't be late like I was.
Yeah, I was here early.
So that'll bring up 4th down. I believe they're going to decline it. So 4th down and 8.
Ball spotted at the 32-yard line.
So it's going to move them back. We're just getting things all sorted out.
8 yards.
If I'm the corners, I'm watching it.
So if you're trying, you got to key in. We know Zellers can take off and go. Also back there, watch Brian Gluth. He's very fast as well. Here all the way, spread out all the way here to the right. Pioneer looking for a chunk play. 4th down and 22. Hill's got it. Bucks back to pass. Looking for Sweet down the middle. He gets it thrown up. Incomplete. And Triton takes over again. A lot of contact, a lot of fighting up there for the ball.
That was both going both ways. It could have went both ways, but
you're looking at that from both ways. I know you could argue pass or argue either way, but the big thing is to see everybody had their head turned around, ready for that one to knock it down. That was a good defensive play by
Riley Wood back there though too, covering even.
Hey, the Lumberjacks is not all muscle, man. He's got speed. He's got speed, man. I'm telling you. But it was the right play dialed up. Hill put a nice ball up for a sweep. Hey, 4th down, 50-50 ball. What are you going to do? Triton's offense hasn't moved anything against us here.
Yeah.
Go for it. So 1st and 10 from the 32. Trips left here for the Trojans. Shively going to keep it and roll left. Shively's got a look. Shively getting brought down from behind. Hanging on to him there was Peyton Schnurple.
I like that. I like that call right there.
And like I said in the pregame with Kayden, we talked about Anthony Schooner thing. I said to me, the X factor I think is going to be a big component tonight. Is Cole Shively can do so many things. He can throw, he can kick, but he can run.
Yeah.
His wheels, very mobile guy, but his instincts and how he runs, very smart runner. Can see the holes open up. Like he can make it happen.
It's like the basketball court basically.
But it was a good job there by Schnurple to get in there and try to make the tackle. Held on to him. Good team tackling by the Panthers. 2nd down and 3 from the 39. Shive's going to keep it again. He's going to try to push forward. Shively gets opened up, and Triton converts their first down of the game.
I'm telling you, you're going to have to use different people. You can't just use Anthony every play. Use Cole, use Javen, use Deontay. You just use multiple people.
Orion gets the first down with this. Triton stopping. This one may be coming back.
Yep.
Might get a holding call on the play here.
You can.
That's what we'll get.
Yep.
Second penalty on the Trojans here in this one. That'll do it for the first quarter. All zeros on the scoreboard. And I'm going to tell you, from going back in years past, the last 8 years, this was not the case in the first quarter.
No.
So these two teams showing why they're so evenly matched. Both very good programs.
And pretty well earmarked to the middle of the field.
Yeah.
You know, getting down to where it could have been a scoring opportunity. Triton got to stop, get the ball back. Triton hasn't got quite that far on their end, but this getting here now with getting this ball movement here late now in this first quarter.
I like them using Cole more often now.
Kaden said our audio's cutting out.
Yeah, I think when you plug that in and out,
probably.
it did it.
So as we get ready for the second quarter to get back underway, if you look at the Trojan offense, you got to find a way to move the ball because Pioneer showed they can do it.
Yeah.
But Triton's defense showing, hey, you can move the ball.
We're here to play.
But we're going to stop when it counts. And it's just like there's both teams doing things really well. I love what Pioneer's doing on offense. Love what they're doing on defense. They're doing things extremely well. Triton, the things that they're doing, they're seeing some nice things on the offense. I like seeing Cole Shively more involved, trying to take the pressure off Anthony's shoe. But what you saw there, and I think I talked to Kayden, especially in the pregame, you get a ball thrown to you, you got to clamp down on it. And Cole Irvine made that catch. Yes, it's coming back, but get your hand on the ball.
You know that you can trust the guys now.
And that's a big thing for a quarterback going out with your guys throwing the ball. You don't second guess we're going to go with it. Yes, Workman may have missed one, but like I said, those are nerves to start off the game. I mean, it's rightly so. This is a very good Pioneer team.
Yeah, this is a big game.
It's trying. It gets harder from here on out. 2 tough games in back-to-back weeks with Pioneer this week, Judson next week. It only gets harder.
Yep, at Judson, and then get to finish up those last 2, Knox and Winnemac, back here in the Tundra.
Workman and Irvine here on the 2 wide receivers to the near side. Shoe in the backfield with Shively. May is in the wingback spot. Evan Bryles also out there playing tight end. So second quarter getting ready to get underway as they lost the yardage on that one. Second down and 15 is where they'll set up. Getting the chain game switch around there. Almost got. The official got tied up there in the middle. Oh, got.
Just giving the players a breather.
Kink in the chain over there.
There they go.
There we go. All sorted out now. So the second quarter now getting underway. Shively goes back to work out of the shotgun. Shively rolls right. Keeps it. Still on his feet. Mooses Hill, but Kaden Hill's shoestring hangs on, but Shively pushed the pile. The X Factor piling through.
I kept on looking back, see if he was gonna toss it back to Anthony.
Yeah, you gotta say keep him watching. He's about ready to do it.
Right here, he almost does it. Shakes him. Right here, he almost does it, but then just decides to just take it himself and just breaks a couple tackles and gets a good push off by the offensive line.
Some good footwork there for Cole Shively to find through. But what I love so much about the option play, when guys go out to pitch, if you got a quarterback who knows how to do that well, he can disguise it. Like, I'm going to go here. And they keyed in on it, and he made him pay for it. He cut upfield. Good play there from Cole Shively. Shively back to work. 3rd down and 8. Reverse back to Javen May. Javen May's got some room. Javen May with like a wrecking ball all the way up. It's going to be short from a first down. 4th down coming up.
I liked how I saw Cole Shively, the quarterback, lead blocking through the hole. That's what you're going to need tonight.
And I believe you're going to see the wrecking crew offense as Riley Wood and the freight train Tucker Worsham come in. Javen May and Dante Workman will come off.
That's one thing for the Trojans here. This one and the previous time, if it didn't have a penalty, the ball movement, they could have had a first down.
So here we go, 4th down and 2. The wrecking crew offense out there now. Shively out of the shotgun. Pioneer changing spots. Shively with the head of steam up over the pile. I think he's got enough. And Triton gets a first down from Cole Shively as he went airborne.
It must have been some.
He went air. It was like Superman.
Must have been
over
some
that
water
line.
down there because he just floated. Floated right across the blue jerseys below him.
It was like diving in a crowd. He was just surfing on them.
Oh, the freight train lost one of his cleats. And he didn't fall off the tracks, though.
I love that heavy formation right there.
That wrecking crew offense, I love it. there's so many things that can do out of it. Triton showing off there as Shively taking over here in this one. First down and 10. Triton's first third down conversion of the game.
Looks like Colin.
Anthony Shue gets caught up in the backfield there as fired up his Pioneers defense, really doing a good job sealing off the edge and taking away those outside runs.
It's like Cohen Hensley's back in there.
I believe 1 yard on the loss, I believe. Something's not right on the scoreboard.
There we go.
There we go. Second down and 12. Triton goes right back to Hensley. Might have got a couple yards back in the play, so third down and long coming up. You know, and if you're trying
This-
I think you go back to the air.
Yeah.
This is a spot you go to. You know, you got Anthony Shue, it's working, but Anthony also can catch. There's things he can do in different phases, but you got guys who are capable of catching the ball. Pioneers secondary is like Triton's. You know, both of them. It's like I said. You look at both these teams. There's so many similarities between these two teams. Both well coached.
Is this fourth down territory?
I think it is. At this point here, you're struggling moving the ball. The time is running here. I think you go for it.
Yep.
Depending on where you get the spot on the ball here. Shively rolling right. Shively looking downfield, leaves it up, and intercepted by the Panthers as Tolosa comes away with it.
Watch this. Anthony picks up a good block, and Cole just has nowhere to go with it, and then he just forces it up in the air, try to make a play, and
yeah, too many yellow.
Just there.
Too many yellow pants right there in that area.
So the Panthers get the first turnover with the ball, not turnover on downs of the game. Now that Trojan defense got to stand tall. They've done it here early.
Yep.
They got to keep their head in the game.
Don't allow a score before half.
As Micah Rands now back under center. Sends Zellers in motion. Counter right back to Hill. Hill bounces up at Trenton. Conley wraps him up and waits for the team to get there. Good stop
they
there by
played
the
that
Trojans.
counter well.
And that's one thing we talked about. We were kind of worried about how are they going to handle this counter. Right there, you saw a good play there from Trent Conley.
Stay home.
No game on the play. The Lumberjack trying to fire up his team on the field. Whitaker relaying to Irvine. Second down and 10. Man's back under center. Sends Hill in motion this time. Goes right up to Tolosa. Tolosa on the carry. Tolosa strong running, and I think he'll be close to first down. He'll be a couple yards shy.
He was carrying guys with him.
Tolosa's, I don't care what anybody says. You look at Tolosa. He's 5'7", 160 pounds.
But he is.
That dude runs like he is
Anthony Shue.
He's just in a smaller package,
Yeah.
but yet this dude here is very strong. Dynamite on the carry there. 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. Triton needs to stop here to try to stop Pioneer in their own territory as Hill goes in motion. Right back to Tolosa. Tolosa gets through, and he gets enough for a first down. And the Panthers move the chains again here in this one. And I believe that's the third down conversion by the Trojans all season here. You just saw there.
Yeah.
So if you're trying, you can't let your head hang. We made a mistake. Our defense is strong. Just you gotta play big in those right moments. Slow them down.
Next play mentality.
Hill now back in the quarterback spot. 2 wide receivers split to the left. Goes right back to Tolosa. Tolosa gets a room. Tolosa bounces it outside. Tolosa with a nice carry on first down. I think he got maybe 4 or 5 on the carry.
He is shifty. Once he sees that hole, he's going in.
Kind of watch him, like you said, how he's shifty. We talk about Anthony Shue every week, but Tolosa, another guy, he kind of reminds you kind of that LaShawn McCoy, how he kind of runs.
Yeah.
He's shifty. He kicks in and out.
Yeah.
He's very lateral with his movement, but a very good running back, finding the holes, patient runner. But when he hits the hole, he accelerates. Yeah. He's one of the faster guys you'll see on the field. Hill's going to keep it this time, and the Trojan front line pushes him back. I believe Cam Shively also in on the tackle. Down. If you're Pioneers offense, I think you keep right going to Tolosa. I think you got that, but also keep in mind, if you got Zellers, a guy who can move and do things as well.
No gain on the play.
So no gain on the play. 3rd down and 6. Just outside 5 minutes to go here in this first half. It's been a quick first half, fast and furious between these two teams.
Yep, they're going to talk. Yeah, they didn't know what they're.
Yep, and the clock was clicking.
Pioneer uses their 2nd timeout here tonight.
Miscommunication on Pioneer's part.
You know, and like I said, in watching the film, and this Pioneer team is good. But Triton, watching them on film and seeing them every week, they grow. They're doing better. Yeah, they're not starting off real fast. We made a mistake on offense, but this team responds so well out of a mistake. They've done it through 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're here in week 6. I mean, who wants it more? It comes down to the fruit snacks and the juice boxes. Who wants it more? And these two teams playing extremely well. It's been a neck-and-neck game all the way through. And like we talked, I tell everybody, you know, I understand that certain other analysts would love to see the scoreboard getting lit up right now, but this is the kind of game I live for. That 0-0, that defensive battle.
I like that defensive game sometimes.
I'm a defensive guy. I love defense. And these two teams, I mean, someone gets a little bit of a work, and then the defense pushes them back. These are two very well-coached teams, and their defensive coordinators should have a lot to be proud of. And head coaches, these two teams are playing extremely well here in this one. 3rd and 6. It's Kaden Hill back in the shotgun. Split wideouts to either side. Solos is in the backfield. They're going to send Zellers in motion, but I think we got some movement along the line. This might be a penalty, I believe, on the Panthers. As the near side line judge called it. And a false start on the Panthers. So that'll move them back. So 3rd down and 11 for them now. I mean,
Trojans get a stop right here.
If you're the secondary, you got to clamp down. You know, Snyder up over top, a very good safety. You got to keep an eye on. But Shivey does a good job covering.
Yeah.
Irvine's very fast. Got to keep your guys in front of you. But the linebacker crew have got to be ready for Tolosa to come firing out of there, or Hill come firing out of that Wildcat offense they're running here tonight. But Hill played quarterback his freshman year.
He can throw pretty good too. I mean, we saw him threw a couple already. So
Hill now goes back to work. Sends Zellers in motion. Gives it to he fumbles it. I think he fell, and I think it's still Pioneer ball as Hill comes away with it.
I think
lucky break. I think.
Let's see if we can get. No, I didn't get the switched in time. I think Orion had a good view of it.
So I think we might see our first Panthers. As Owen Miller back to kick. So Owen Miller back to kick. That'll send Workman back, but
you got 5 minutes to score if you're the Trojans.
Pioneer can cover. Low snap. Miller has time. Sends it away. High kick. Workman's going to take it off the catch. Workman with a head of steam. Dante Workman up the far sideline and gets it back into Pioneer territory. Miller. The two collided. What a kickoff and run there by Dante Workman.
Yeah, he was able to catch it on the run. Something you know, most times sitting and waiting, he was able to catch it and go.
Looked like a sprinter out of the blocks. He just did such. I mean, he got a running start.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like when you're playing outfield for baseball. If you can get that, you know you're going to throw that ball hard. Get yourself a spot, run up, and that way you can get more momentum. And Dante Workman did that there on that return. Had some nice blocking. That was good coverage by Pioneer, but Triton's blocking on the special teams was big for this one. Here's now
they got good yardage too.
1st down and 10 from the Pioneer 42-yard line. The Trojans trying to move this offense. Shively under center. Goes to Anthony Shue, cuts upfield. Anthony Shue at the head of steam, but Pioneer's front line doing a great job by keeping beast mode contained in this one.
I think he's got her, so she's staying updated for us now.
Thank you, Ben.
This defensive line, they're holding their ground tonight.
I'm going to owe Ben a steak dinner at the end of the season, I think. So no gain on the play. See what Triton can do to adjust. But, hey, you know, you watch these games where they run. You're wearing them down. I mean, that's one way to look at it. I mean, it's still 0-0, but Triton momentum to go into the half. If you can get some points on the board here, get Shively in range. We know he can hit from 50. Outside to Shue. Shue cuts upfield. Shue's got a block. Anthony Shue with a carry. Nice carry on 2nd down. Sets up 3rd down and manageable for the Trojans.
Kayden Hill was looking for another tackle on Anthony right there. He's kind of beating himself up about it.
6 yards on the carry. 3rd and 4.
And Shue, for him tonight, tough going. 8 carries for 7 yards. Tolosa leading the way, 9 carries for 45 here in this one. behind big brother. Stiff arm, and Shively gets brought down, but I think we're going to get a holding call, and this one will be coming back. And a hold on Triton. That's their third penalty all on offense here in this one. As that'll move him 5-yard back, so third down and long here. Both teams kind of seem to get a head of steam and momentum, and the penalty brings them back, or a turnover, or however the ball doesn't quite bounce the way. So it's 3rd and 14. All right, 3rd down and
see what Cole can do right here. See if he's gonna. Oh, come on, heavy set.
3rd down from the parking lot as Shively's got some ways to go. Gets right back to Shu. Shu trying to follow his blocker. Shu still on his feet. Anthony Shu with a head of steam all the way up. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Got the arcade game out there. Got the ping ball.
Hey, and right there, what I like so much about Anthony Shu in his game is, it's not quite going his way. He's finding still ways to contribute. He's finding ways to find the opening. You don't have to light up the scoreboard. You can be effective. There's a lot of other things you can do.
Yeah.
A run like that sets yourself up now 4th down and manageable, and trying to use this as 4th down territory as that clock continues to run. As they're going to let that clock wind all the way down, they're going to use as much clock as they can for Younis calls a timeout. They're going to burn some time off the clock. I mean, that's a smart move here. Set yourself up. Take a time to think about it.
4th and 6.
So Shu now 15 yards. Shively leading the way for Triton. 4 carries for 29 yards here tonight. Both teams, Triton averaging about 3 yards a carry, or 3 yards per play, and Pioneer just under 5 yards a play. But Pioneer outdoing Triton right now, 22 plays for 104 yards of total offense, 56 yards through the air, 48 on the ground. But for them, they've converted on 3rd down. Like I said, that's the 3rd time this season the Trojans have allowed a 3rd down conversion. Pioneers kind of hold possession, 10.5 minutes of possession. If you're Coach Younis, what are you telling your guys down here on 4th down?
Keep your head up. Keep your head on a swivel. Don't let one mistake define the rest of the game for you. You know what I mean? We had that holding penalty, but let's get back after it.
This is a seasoned offensive line. They've done a good job. They've just got to find a way to. Pioneer knew we're going to pull guards. We got 2 of the best pulling guards in I believe in the conference. But you see how well Pioneer has done it. I mean, they're
going heavy.
But I think that's a good call here. You can do a lot of things. You just saw Anthony Shu take that ball 8 yards on that last carry. So we'll see what they draw up here. Younis trying to fire up his team. You want a guy to get you some.
Yeah.
You want him to build some momentum. That guy right there is a master motivator.
Yeah.
Doing okay, Kayden? You're off quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, still alive. Camera's still moving. Shively now, 4th down and 6. Shively trying to follow his crew. Shively's got room. Shively's got a 1st down. And Triton converts on 4th down. They're now 2 for 2.
I thought they were going to take that one loose. I thought he was going to take that one loose up the sideline right here. Following his lead blockers. Watch that push by that front 3 right there, and he just takes it around the sideline.
And the crowd goes wild.
Absolutely. This is a good play. Pioneers fans showing up well here tonight.
Good
of course,
play
we got
call,
the
good play.
Signage out from the Stichters and the Boyers. Appreciate that. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Split backfield. Right to Shu. Ahead of steam. Anthony Shu rumbling through. He got a few yards on the carry as the clock continues to run here. 1:40 to go.
Now you're going to see some urgency. They're going to go in their 2-minute offense.
Got to stay disciplined here because right now you cannot afford a penalty. I mean, minute and a half, get yourself in Cole Shively range is the worst case scenario for the Trojans.
I mean, I think we're in range for Cole Shively right now for kicking.
Shively right back to Shu. Anthony Shu trying to rumble field. Shu bounces it outside. Shu cuts in, and he'll rumble all the way forward for a Triton 1st down. I think we're going to see a timeout here. Maybe not. They're going to keep running it. Okay.
Time stopped because the chains have to move. So, they're just going to go hurry up all.
Yeah, they can hurry up and get their play going. Yep, because they're already walking up and time's just a few seconds.
So 2 wide receivers split to the left for Shively. Back out of the shotgun. Right back to Anthony Shue. Beast mode, getting ahead of steam, gets a couple yards on the carry.
2 yards of carry, I mean.
And that ball is right in the middle of the field where Cole Shively likes it.
I think they can score. I think they can put 7 points up on the board for half.
Speaking of halftime, I got to talk to you at halftime. Shively back to work on the shotgun. Option play left. Shively keeps it. Shively trying to find the chains, trying to push forward. That'll bring up third down. There's 25 seconds to go. Younis.
How many timeouts do we have?
We have one.
One.
Oh, here we go.
It was on the other screen. Nope, it's not on that one.
I think we got one left. We called two. Both teams with one, I believe. So 23-point. 27.5 on the clock is what they're calling. So they're trying to stop the clock with the timeouts.
I thought Cole Shively was going to try to get out of bounds on that one.
I'll bring up third down. Still have time to make a play. You still have a timeout to use.
You could still see him out there. He was kind of wanting to pitch
Yeah.
it. Just to let him. I can't remember who
Sometimes
was.
you just gotta make up in your mind that you're going to keep it.
Long conversation here between two teams. As Pioneer trots their way back out on defense. The Trojan front line walks their way out. Third down and 3 from the Pioneer 10-yard line. Triton's knocking on the door. Shively goes back to work. Shively's got it. Shively trying to find outside. Shively still on his feet. Cuts back in, gets up forward. Hill, and I believe that was Gluth bringing him down.
Or he's telling him to spike it.
You just telling him to spike it, run out of time. Oh, then they're going to use it. That was a picked up the first down. Shively's going to keep it.
Go!
Shively stop and goes. Shively stops. Did he get out of bounds? I don't think he got out of bounds. Someone's got to call timeout. Unless they're going to let the clock run. 7.8 to go. Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Screen froze up.
I'll do this. There we go. And maybe not.
Good grief. So I believe a Triton timeout.
Everyone was just like standing there.
Where's the chicks? We are experiencing technical difficulties. We'll be back in a moment. Wow. It's my kind of game. Nothing. It's a dogfight. I love it.
Think they kick a field goal right here?
You have no timeout. 7 point. If you get caught in, you get caught in. I mean, you have time to make a shot to the end zone. In high school, it's not like pros where you get a 7.8. It's like a minute to go.
Yeah.
This right here, 7.8.
This is all you got.
If you're coaching us, you're telling me if we're going to go for it, if we're going to try to make a pass, it's got to be at the end of the end zone. If you don't have it, throw it away, get back, let's kick it, because we can't run too much more clock off. A long conversation. I think Triton's going to come out their offensive set.
Yep.
So that was the last time out for Triton. So the offense coming out. Triton's still going to try to go with it. Second down and goal. Shively back to work. Goes to look. Going to try to float one back over the top of the end zone. Up high. Shue goes for it. Anthony Shue! Beast mode! Touchdown!
Watch this protection. They just sent shrieks. Hot streaks for Javen and Anthony and the rest of the wideouts right here. Good protection. Just throws it up in the middle of the air and lets his dog go get it. Oh, my word.
That Anthony Shue jump
Crazy
ball.
catch.
They'll make a play right there.
Yeah. Catch of the year.
Snyder to snap. Irvine to hold.
Looking like
Snaps
Randy,
down. That's good. Shively drives it.
looking like Randy Moss out
And
there.
splits the uprights. And the Trojans 7-0. 3.1 to go in the half. What a play from Anthony Shue. Cole Irvine right there. But what I love so much about that whole play there, Younis looks at his offense. And I'm going to tell you, I would believe Cole Shively and Anthony Shue down there like, hey, give us the play. We got one more play here before we have a chance to kick. We want the ball.
Yeah.
We want the ball.
He trusts them too.
And that's what I love so much about Younis. He trusts his offense,
Yeah.
and he shows up there. Pioneer, that right there, they just a long drive on the defense. From these two teams, there's not a lot of you don't have an offense and a defense.
Yeah.
That was long for both teams. Pioneer's got a chance to here. I mean, they got a good return team. They got a lot of speed. You got to be ready to defend if you're Trojans. Go with the squib kick here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go with squib quick, be
but you gotta
safe.
cover.
Yeah.
and take a 7-0.
Does get the ball coming out of half, though, right?
They come out with it at the half. So Pioneer has an opportunity to go back-to-back here. If they can get a return or possibly fall on it, we'll see what happens. Shively to kick. He's going to send that one back deep. Tolosa's going to take it inside the 10. Reverse right back to Hill. Hill with the head of steam. Hill down the sideline, and Triton stops him, and that'll do it. He's still on his feet.
Yeah, he's still on his feet.
Still going. That'll do it for the half. What a half of football. As Triton takes a 7-0 lead into halftime. We'll take it after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. We call it the Commissioner's Corner, and we talk about what's going on in the IHSAA. Commissioner, it's great to talk to you. Another week of another round of meetings with principals around the state as you wrap up your yearly fall tour, talking about things relative to their particular schools.
Absolutely, Coach. You know, we've been out. We've hit number 7 at our 7th meeting in 2 weeks. We have number 8 of 8 tomorrow. But you know what's really cool about this? We do talk about principal meetings and bylaws and rules and all that stuff that we have to have. We don't want to have, but we do. But the other thing that's really cool about this is we've had over 700 student athletes from across the state attend our leadership component of the principal meetings. And, you know, we really work hard to talk about, you know, student development and growth and leadership with students, because, you know, we know that these kids are going to come back and they're going to be the next teachers, the next coach, the next doctor, lawyer, could be an auto service technician, heating there, but they're going to be a contributor to their community, and everything that we can do to help students focus on the growth component of
conference. And I've always been amazed at how engaged and involved the kids are. I mean, they're serious about it, and they bring great energy to all the discussions that you have.
They do. And, you know, one thing we're really proud of, we have the largest one-day student leadership conference in the entire country. And, you know, and it continues to grow every year. And we have great mentors and people such as yourself, Coach, that come back and they want to give back to kids. And they spend a little time in a session, whether they're, you know, whatever the topic is in school, and students can pick those topics. But we have people that have really done phenomenal things in this world, and they're back trying to lend their talents to kids. So, again, another growth point, and we do that through the Student Leadership Conference. And, you know, so many people think all we do is hand out trophies and medals, and certainly that's important and something we love to celebrate. But at the end of the day, the most important thing I think we do is really keep focused on student growth and development in the classroom and on the second classroom of the sport.
Sunday afternoon, you have the pairing show for soccer, girls golf regionals. It just continues for you.
It does, you know, and I walked back into the storage room in the office back the other day, and we have a table full of medals and trophies and, you know, a lot of, as they say, a lot of walnut in the office right now. But we got it all counted and prepped and ready to hand out to the kids as they make their quest to a state championship. But, yeah, girls golf, we just finished up sectionals, and we're going to walk right into regionals this weekend. And then the following weekend, we're going to celebrate state championship over Friday and Saturday. And just the commissioner, Janie Elmer, who's new to our office, has been working with the soccer tournament. And we're going to have the draw show. And you know how that is on Sunday afternoon. It's going to be a lot of fun. Students will gather. They'll gather with their coaches, get a little pizza, maybe a few wings, and then see who they're going to compete with in the tournament coming up. And it's just part of it's part of what we do. That's just one of those time-honored traditions that you get to do when you're part of a team.
Well, the soccer pairing show coming up Sunday, the football pairing show coming up on October the 9th from 5 until 7. Paul Condry and I are looking forward to spending time with you and the staff on that day. I cannot believe it's going to be that soon.
hey, it is right around the corner. I know you guys are tuning up right now and studying the brackets every week of who plays who, and you're looking at who's in what class, what potential matchups are going to be, and you and Paul continue to work on that. You do that throughout the entire season because, and again, this is Indiana, and we certainly know our sport, and you and Paul do a phenomenal job of laying out what this state tournament's going to look like. And, I think you're going to have a little tough time with it, Coach, because as we've talked many times, the parity is back. We have a lot of teams that can win this thing.
Right.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's halftime performance by the Spirit of Triton Marching Band. The band is under the direction of David Seal. The staff includes percussion, Charles Lawrence, color guard, Rachel Tuttle, and drum major Eli Lucas. Tonight's show is entitled Reflection in the Night. Drum major, is the Spirit of Triton ready? The Spirit of Triton, you may take the field for your halftime performance. Just a reminder that Triton gives back bake sale to the west side of the pavilion, or Watkins Pavilion. It is a donation bake sale. Go check it out.
$50 gift cards from the Fuller Cup of Bourbon to Jake Gonzalez. Etna Green Cafe, Dwayne Walters. Lemler oil change voucher. Winner is Heather Reichert. Starbucks gift card from the Back 40 Sporting Clays and Banquet Hall. Karen Dove. $50 gift card to Family Express. Pam Sarber, Dolores Witt, and Rita Baker. Bourbon Hometown Diner by Journey's Inn. Leo Stoltz, Delano Shumpert, John Weir, and Ashley Vinette. $100 gift cards. An Amazon gift card donated by Anna Gilsinger of Remax Results. Haley Riggins is the winner. And a $100 Visa gift card donated by Whitney Swanson of Ruoff Mortgage. That winner is Ball Auction. Next week will be the final drawings. Those merchandise, $125 gift basket from Winona Mercantile. 2 $100 galvanized raised garden beds donated by Mark Snyder. Two blue $165 Triton Trojans yard signs donated by Chad Singer. Masked Man by Barb Polson. A $100 in beef, steaks, roast, and burgers donated by the Shively family. $150 of ribs, chops, sausages, and brats donated by Mike Herzl of Herzl Berkshire Farm. Gift card donated by the Dynamic Fleet Service located in Bremen. And your top prize, a $300 stretch limo Lincoln Town Card ride furnished by Elite Limo. and that's available from Sunday through Thursday. So don't forget to buy your tickets. 1 ticket for $5, 5 tickets for $20. Help support your Triton Trojan football team.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me is Kaden Atkins, Tyler Amsden, Kenny Barnhart, Hummitch, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, as we had quite a first half, a defensive-sided first half. As you look down here through the stats, both teams with 5 first downs in the game, 18 carries for 48 yards for the Panthers. Triton, 22 carries for 80 yards. The 2 leading rushers for both teams is Cole Shively with 8 carries for 42 and 9 carries for 45 is Toloza. Both teams passing the ball to Triton with those. You just saw the 18-yard catch there for the touchdown from Shively.
And I do have that queued up from a different perspective.
Oh,
so
go ahead and throw it up. We can look here. I mean, that end of that play, Tyler, we'll let you kind of take over there. That's kind of what they did. We got a whole different look there at the end of that half.
We got this queued up in the right spot.
Oh, yeah, the play where they scored.
Shively, and Shoes got him. I mean, he's got just enough room in the back. We all kind of thought it was going out the back of the end zone. But, man, I'm telling you what a play. But then you go down and keep looking as far as these two teams. Very even. Triton's average yards per play, 3.8. Pioneer, 4.7. Both teams have converted a third down this game. Triton's 2 for 2 on fourth down. Pioneer 1 for 3. But you look at these two. But the other thing for them, both teams, 3 penalties. 18 yards for Pioneer, 26 for Triton. You got to clean these penalties up because I think this next half, like we talked all game or all pregame long, it's going to come down who has the ball last.
Yeah.
I think we're in for a dogfight the rest of the way out.
It's a nice game so far. See what Pioneer can come out and do. See if they can strike or if the defense is going to hold them once more.
Do you want to do your thing so you don't get?
Oh yeah, Charlie Worsham. He demanded a shout out. So
hey, the dude deserves one, man. He is always working down there.
He is the ball boy. So yeah.
Hey, then just wait. He's coming. He's up and coming. A couple more years. That kid will be wreaking havoc on the football field out here, as he's already doing it now for the middle school team.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank Ben Weymouth for his help with the stats. I know it's been kind of a tough go, but yet he's hanging with it. I told him to focus on what's more important. It's okay.
We'll get them as we need them.
Dude, I'm going to start getting fat coming to all these games broadcasting.
I'm telling you, that's why all broadcasters are fat. I'm telling you right now, that's why we all are just
so good.
We kind of throttled that back last year, but we
we're picking it up big this year. The TTSN special. Oh man, I can walk home so I can feel better about myself. We'll see. It's cold though. I may not walk.
Yeah.
I'll do. I'm not scared to walk in the cold. You're the one scared to walk in the cold.
I'm not scared to walk in the cold.
So yeah, but no, go in the second half, 2 teams. If you're over there and your coach Barry, he's not telling these guys to panic.
Yeah.
He say, hey, we moved this ball.
Yeah.
We just need one play to kind of set ourselves up. You're good. You're that team over there. What are you doing coming out of the half with the ball?
I'm just focusing on offense. I'm just go back to our what we did on the first drive. We came out, we threw the ball, we moved the ball really well. Just come out and do that again and just score the touchdown this time.
And your coach Younis, Coach Whitaker, this coaching staff for Triton. What are you telling these guys right now?
Keep holding your ground. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't change a thing. I mean, you've been stopping them lately, and we scored the last possession. So right now we have Pioneer on their feet. They should be the ones that are worried, not us now.
But you can't get complacent.
Yep.
Yes, we have a 7-0 lead, but that's a very good team across that other way. A very well-coached team across there. A very well-disciplined team on the other side. And they're still working their way through. There's still a whole half of football.
Yeah.
It may be on fast forward with these two teams running the ball.
They could change right here. He could take it to the house.
And Kayden Hill, we saw a nice return at the end of the half. So
he doesn't go down easily.
We're in for a good one. Oh. So Shively now to kick. Hill and Tolosa back deep. Two very capable returners for the Panthers as Shively dials it up. We know he's got a leg. Wind blowing from the south right into the Trojans' face here in this one. The Trojan faithful fired up. The Pioneer faithful ready to go. And another second, very good half of football coming up here. Shively sends it right back down. High kick.
High kick.
It looks like, I believe. And what a tackle by Shively as he brings down Bryn.
Be careful with that one.
Ryan Gluth.
Cole should be careful with that.
And like Pioneer said, once a flag, I mean, he could have very well get a flag. You've got to stay disciplined.
Yeah.
No penalties. You can't afford those unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. You've got to play within yourself. Play smart. Yes, you want to inflict pain and stop everything. So that'll set up first down and 10 from the Pioneer 36. Man's back under center. Rand's back under center. Run inside by Tolosa, and the Trojans stop it.
Good stop. Good tackle by Wayne. Wayne's in there right now.
And I love this the evolution of Wayne Reichert here in this one. Whitaker hollering at him. You know, he's playing extremely well. Wayne had a nice look earlier.
Too.
I'm telling you what, he is a tough dude. He is only going to get stronger as the season gets going here.
And under this leadership out on that defense for the linebackers, you got Braden, you got Riley, you got Landon, it got Trent. It's pretty good for Wayne right now.
Goes to Hill on the push outside. Lemler's trying to get there. Here comes Conley. Hill cuts up field. And I think the Trojans pushed him back as that'll force third down.
I don't know what they said in the locker room, but they're picking up the pace now.
But you got to keep the intensity up.
Yep.
Still a long way to go. Third down and 10. They'll start here on this one where they started from earlier. Rand's back under center. The freshman. Zeller's in motion.
Pass.
Rand's looking downfield, throws it up for Miller. Knocked away from Amari Snyder. Should have
Good
that one.
Coverage.
That one was a good one there.
Looking for his man downfield. He's trying to hit him, and then Mari just comes out of nowhere. I thought Mari was going to pick that one off.
That wasn't even the shot I thought we was going to watch.
Hey, it works.
Yep.
Good job, Hall of Famer. That was a good angle. So fourth down, that'll send Miller back to kick. Workman back to receive.
See what Dante can do right here. Last time he was like a missile. 3
and out there for the Panthers. They're trying to contain close to that one. Workman's going to let it hit the ground. Takes a Triton bounce back towards the 40, and they'll start from the 38 as where Shively will lead his offense back out onto the field. And I know we don't say it enough, but I'm telling you what, Kenny and Orion deserve so much credit. Setting this stuff up, fixing things on the fly.
We got his.
You're standing on a chair running a camera.
I helped set up, though.
Well, I'm just saying.
Had to get his screen back up. Battery took out on that one, so got him power.
Like I said, these guys deserve so much credit to make this broadcast run smooth. Split backfield for Shively. 2 wide receivers to the left. First and 10 from his own 38. Right to Anthony Shue. Shue with a nice look up the middle. Good carry on first down. That's where we want to kind of look. You don't need to get those home run plays.
Yeah.
Just keep moving the ball forward.
Move the stick little by little. Wear and tear of that defensive line.
Second down and 6 after the 4-yard carry. Two wide receivers put to the other side for Shively. Right back to Anthony Shue. Conley pulling well. Shue back up the field. I think he's going to get stopped maybe a yard or two on the carry. So he gets folded over there in the pile.
Going heavy.
Pioneer gets back up.
Bringing those big boys.
So third down here. Pioneers looking strong here on defense. Triton moving the ball. Didn't move it on that last one. So third down. And then away is the Wrecking Crew offensive line out there for him. Shively bounces outside. Good block by Anthony Shue. Shively up. And Shively's got a first down, and Triton gets her 6th one here of the game.
I like that. Seal that edge. Let Cole Shively kick it outside. Get a.
The clock's your friend.
Yeah.
Work. Keep that Pioneer defense out there, because then that, like we said, these both teams, unfortunately, you don't have an offense and a defense to throw out there. That's what I love so much about 1A football. It's that Iron Man style football. Now, it would be nice to have a offense and defense, but same time, these are some tough groups that are out here on this field right now. Shively back out to work. 1st and 10. Shively looking downfield all time to throw.
I think it just kind of slipped out of his hand. I think he was kind of alarmed that it was that close.
He's trying to hit Evan.
Browns the intended receiver on the play.
Going back to that same play that they scored that touchdown on.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the Pioneer 49-yard line. Workman out left, or here the near side. Snyder out right. Oh my goodness, out left. Shively blocking the outside. Shively still on his feet. Shively back up the way, and he gets up.
Holding. It's going to be holding.
That'll move the offense back as Triton with their 4th penalty of the game. That was a late flag.
It was Cam.
I kind of wondered the way he kind of blocked it. It was kind of like, is he going to call it?
He got there late, and then the flag got there late too.
Move the ball back to the 39-yard line.
So the Trojans back in their own territory.
Don't let that holding play define you. Get back after it.
Let's try now 4 penalties for 38 yards here in this one. That's the first penalty of the second half.
2nd down and 22 yards for the first.
So 2nd down and 22 to go. Shively relays the play. As Irvine and Workman go out left. Briles and Javen May here on the near side. Shoe in the backfield. Play action fake. Shively rolls left. Shively looking downfield. Here comes the pressure. Shively steps up, and what a play from Pioneers defense as Zellers gets in there.
He had 2 shots he was looking for, and they were both covered. And he had to scramble before that 3rd shot was going to come open. And
that's something I've been kind of banging the table to see is that play action fake and see how that would work. Shively had some options, but Pioneer covered it extremely well. Their secondary really stepped up on that play.
I like to see Cole that he's not forcing anything like you did earlier with that interception. If it's not there, don't
force nothing. 3rd down and long. Shively rolls right. Looking downfield. Throws it across the middle. Intended for Amari Snyder. That'll send the punt team out as Triton will turn it over. Well, I guess ready to punt to give the ball back.
See what this Pioneer offense can do. Struggled coming out back from half, but
keep an eye on Kaden Hill, very fast, but Pioneer almost got there on the last Shively punt. He has a leg.
They're sending a whole bunch of pressure on that one side.
They're sending the whole town of Royal Center after him. Shively sends that one up in the air, angling towards the sideline. It'll bounce out about the 39-yard line, 39.5-yard line, 40. So good field position for the Panthers as they try to right the ship after a 3-and-out to start the half. But they've done well. We talked 25 plays for 104 yards, averaging 4.2 yards a play. Tolosa, 10 carries, he's averaging 4.7 yards a carry. On those 10 carries. So, there's some nice things they're doing. They're trying to put it together. This offense looking strong, but Triton's defense deserves a lot of credit for how well they played in this game.
They're flying around.
Kaden Hill back in the quarterback spot. Tolo's on his right hip. 2 wide receivers split to the right. Sweet in the wing back spot near side. Goes to Tolosa. Tolosa untouched, trying to get to the end zone, and Pioneer puts it in.
Oh,
he was right down this side.
He was.
Way to steal that edge right here. Wayne just goes out too far up the mid, too far out the outside, and then he just kicks on outside.
It gets past Irvine, 60 yards to the house. Pioneer looking to take the lead here on the 2-point conversion.
He went fast.
Lowe's, I told you, he's quick.
Yeah. Irvine's pretty fast, too, for Irvine aim to catch him.
So here goes the 2-point conversion. See what the Trojan defense can do here to try to hold them. The Pioneer very good in their 2-point conversions on the season. Hill's going to follow his blockers. Hill all the way up through, and I think Triton stopped him. It's still a 1-point game.
And that could be the difference.
Riley Wood.
And the Lumberjack stacking the wood pile.
He's been stacking it all season. It's getting high.
So we'll see the Pioneer kick team for the second time here tonight. Let's try and give a different look on special teams. You know, if you're down there, you're trying. Penalties are a big thing. If you're a senior down there on that team, what are you telling these guys about these penalties?
We gotta stop shooting ourselves in the foot. You know what I mean? Like play hard to the whistle, but like don't do anything that you're gonna regret after a play or like, you know what I mean? It's just we gotta keep our heads on our swivel. Next play mentality. Each play is a different play.
Workman and Snyder back deep. Shue and Vinny and Wayne Reichert the next line. Prater and Corey Hill that second line there up behind the front line. But you got to be wary because right here Nichols could come out. Or Nickel could come out, but the big thing is watch for an onside kick. That front line's got to be ready.
Yeah.
I would not rule out an onside kick right here.
First kick of the game by Pioneer. It went right to Evan Renforth.
So that's what I think we're going to see. They're dialing up. You got to be ready in that front line. Nickel gets the okay. Talks to his line. Here comes the kick. I was wrong. Reichert takes it inside the 20 on the 18. Reichert trying to cut up field. Reichert, the missile, trying to find the outside. The missile all the way up to the 43-yard line. What a return by the missile, Wayne Reichert. Nope. Snyder out left. Workman here to the near side. Javen Mann, that wingback. Anthony Shue at the head of steam. Anthony Shue trying to bounce it outside and gets brought down. They didn't have a hold of his jersey. He was taken off.
Full steam ahead.
I like how hard he hit that hole there.
Yeah. Puts his head down and hits that hole.
Appreciate all 206 watching.
Good game for everybody.
It's been a fun one. I know some people don't like the low-scoring games, but boy, I live for these. Because I'm old, apparently. Shively back to work out of the shotgun. With the option play right. Shively keeps it. Shively on his feet. Shively cuts it outside. Shively down the sideline. Stiff arm. And gets his eye almost down to the 20-yard line. Cole Shively, the X factor, taking over.
See that stiff arm by him. One more time. Watch this. Pitch option. He's been keeping it all night. He's been waiting. He waits for the hole to develop, and he kicks it right out there at the middle. And watch this stiff arm.
He sends Glue for a ride. Yeah. taking notes from Anthony Shue. Yeah. The junior with a nice carry there. He's done. Shively, 11 carries for 77 yards. Now to Shue to the left side. Shue running strong, bouncing it outside. Shue bouncing it again. Toloza and Hill bring him down. It'll be close to a first down. That was Cade Hill on the tackle as him and Toloza were fighting for it.
See, this is what this is what the Trojans need. They need their offense to spark something. Their defense just got scored on. Now it's time for your offense to make sure your defense can feel better about themselves.
Gain of 8 on the play, 2nd down and 2. Triton knocking on the door deep in Pioneer territory. Shively back to work with the shotgun. Right back to Anthony Shue. Shue cuts it upfield. Shue goes forward. We got a flag on the play. This might be another holding call.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was.
Seen a lot of dirty laundry here in this one. They're pointing towards Triton. That's their 5th penalty. Trojan faithful unhappy with these calls. But Triton, you got to keep yourself out of that. That. We said you got to keep yourself out of that conversation. So this will move it back down, 2nd down and long.
Ball spotted at the 23-yard line.
So wipe away the Anthony Shue run as Shively now gets a chance. Shively cuts upfield. Go Shively! Pay dirt for the X Factor.
Give him 6 points on that run. Watch his holes develop. Watch Trent Conley kick number 2 out, and then Cole Shively just follows that little hole.
Shively, 12 carries for 100 yards, as you just saw him puts it in there from 22 yards away.
Now it's time for him to kick the extra point.
Hey.
There goes his fireworks.
There's the fireworks. I love that addition. Nobody knows how much I love that addition. Irvine to hold. Holds down. Shively. What a response by this Trojan team who struggled on that last offensive. I love that mentality and the mental toughness of this team.
So going back to Pioneer, now they have something to build off of. You just scored. You can tie the game up with a 2-point conversion also, though. So.
And that's one thing Pioneer does so well. They're going to respond to this one. If you're Triton, you got to be ready.
Yep.
That defensive line, we saw him play so well in the first half. Got to continue it here.
They're not going to give up.
Like I said, you got to form tackling. That's the first thing. You got to hold the nail, let the hammer get there. I mean, that's the big thing like we saw in the Tolosa run. He got outside. There was some good blocking as Irvine was trying to read that as it looked like he was going to follow that block inside, but you've got to key on your reads, stay there, hang on, here comes the rest of the team. That's what you got. That's your mentality if you're a tackler, I guess.
You saw how fast they can come when they're in open field, how fast they can go.
Yeah, they can move. Dante Workman to kick.
Hey, why not? Break somebody else in.
The second wave of Panthers ready to go. Workman. Dante Workman with a leg. Pushing it down the field. Kayden Hill takes it inside the 10. Hill now trying to find some space. Hill cutting upfield. Hill has a sideline. Hill still on his feet, rumbling forward, and he'll get pushed out around the 30-yard line is where the Panthers will set up shop. What a kick from Dante Workman.
That thing was in the air, and it had distance, too.
And that was into the wind. And that wind's blowing pretty good right now.
Yeah, it's picking up.
What a kick.
Is it blowing pretty good down there, Hall of Famer? Haven't got a thumbs up yet.
23 yards on
So 1st and 10 from the 29 for the Panthers. And then here comes the Trojan front line. Short carry on the play, about a couple yards, but hey, positive yards for the Panthers.
Yep. Build off that now. Build off the little things.
Gluth going back to get a hold of that one.
Picks up 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
Doing okay up there, Kayden? Getting awful quiet.
He's enthralled with this game.
He's done a good job on the camera here tonight. Shively trying to fire up the home crowd. Rand's back under center. And a nice defensive stand by the Trojans.
Again,
3rd down coming up.
Riley Wood is in on that stop.
The Lumberjack fired up. Firing up his crew.
Picks up 2 yards to the 33.
3rd down and 6. 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Hill back in the quarterback spot. 2 wide receivers split to the left. Sends a man in motion. Looking to pass. The flat is open. Who's going to stop him? What a play, but I think he's got enough for a 1st down. What a play for the Panthers.
Yep, he just got across, it looks like.
That was a good route ran there by Caleb Sweet. Got to the flat, and it was a good find by Hill. Put a nice ball right there on him. Good pitch and catch for the Panthers. Moves the chains.
Out to the 40-yard line. Gain of 7 and a 1st down for the Panthers.
What a play from the Panthers. Official timeout. This Caleb Sweet.
Must be bleeding.
Must be bleeding, so they're going to send him out. And that'll bring Zeller back in. Zeller's back in. Tyler Zellers, the 5'8", 170-pound tight end. Official having a word with the Trojan defense. Hill now with a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 from his own 40. Hill gets it back. Play action fake, rolling right. Here comes Eastside Lemler, and a flag on the play. Hill throws it down the field. It falls incomplete, but I think this one's coming back either way.
Man, I thought Eastside was going to have him back there for a second.
I mean, Eastside Lemler, another beat on him. Has a sack already today.
He's getting through there.
So holding call on the Panthers, their 4th penalty here tonight. 9 penalties combined. So back to the 28. So 1st and 22 for the Panthers. Cunningham talking to his defensive side. Pioneer breaks the huddle. Here we go, 1st and 22. Rands is back in the game. The freshman back under center. Sends a man in motion. Goes the counter to Hill. Hill trying to bounce it outside. Hooky there. Cole Shively, the X Factor, comes up big again.
We were worried about that counter before the game started, and they're all over it.
And Riley Wood still trying to fire up his home crowd, still trying to get them noisy. That was and like I said, Pioneer runs that counter so well, but Triton's very disciplined. That was one thing we said we were pretty worried about. They're handling it well.
They're blocking that outside where Kayden can't kick it out or even kick it up. Like, they're just plugging all the holes. He can't really go anywhere.
Rands back under center. 2nd down and 23, 1-yard loss in the play. Gluth in motion. And what a play! Eastside Lemler reaches out there with that arm and just rips him down. He just stuck it out there and held on to him.
Come here.
That's a strong young man right there. What a play from Eastside Lemler. 3rd and 23. Shively and company trying to fire up the home crowd. 3rd and 23 from the 27. Hill back and quarterback. High snap over his head. Here comes the missile. Wayne Reichert.
Nope.
Oh, I don't think did Triton come away with it. I think Pioneer may have fell on it.
Wayne was so fast.
Oh,
He got out of his.
The missile was there.
I think.
Oh my.
See what Orion got. I think.
Watch how high the snap was.
But Reichert keyed in. What a play from Wayne. Got a hand on it. Ooh, it's a fight at the bottom of the pot. But, yep, Pioneer came up with it. And that'll send down 4th and long from deep in their own territory as Workman back to return. Owen Miller to kick. Miller, high kick, pushing it here to the near side.
Wayne got a tip on that one.
Wayne got a piece of the missile again. It takes a Pioneer roll all the way up to the 42-yard line is where the Trojans will set up shop. Wayne Riker, back-to-back big plays. The missile locked in this one. Boy, he's like a heat-seeking missile on that football here tonight. My goodness.
He gets one thing going, he's going to get a couple other things going too. Teams, defense.
You know, and watching Wayne as last year as a freshman, we watched in scrimmage. I was with Trenton Kreft and Kaden Atkins. We were watching that scrimmage. I said, that kid is a missile. The way he flies the ball, that's exactly what you think of. Shot it back under center. Goes to Shu. Shu trying to follow his blockers and leaps forward for a nice gain on 1st down.
If he only could keep his feet for a couple of these plays, these plays would be huge.
You could tell he's had that left arm out pushing. Get out of the road. Get going. Get going.
He's trying to follow his blockers, but his blockers are kind of slow tonight.
17 carries for 54 yards. Shu through 5 weeks with 935 yards. He's up. He's knocking on the door. Getting close to that 1,000-yard mark this season. The Lumberjack in beast mode in the backfield. Shively back under center. Go to the Lumberjack. Riley Wood hits the pile hard and still falling forward.
That's what you want out of your fullback. You wanted those couple good yards, set you up for a good 3rd and 1, 4th and 1.
Should be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, 3rd and 1.
Triton 2 of 8. Both teams 2 of 8 on 3rd down here tonight.
Gains another 4 yards, 3rd and 2.
Shively receives the play call.
Under that minute to go.
Final minute, as Kenny just alluded to.
For the 3rd quarter. Still got another quarter to go.
Wrecking Crew offense out. Shively takes off, following his blockers. He's got the 1st down and more. Shively all the way through. Shively again breaking tackles. Shively deep into Pioneer territory.
Watch this block by Anthony. Way to kick out the outside. He seals it, and then Cole follows the blockers, takes it to the sideline, and just keeps on going.
And Shively showing off those wheels for him tonight. 13 carries for 128 yards.
Oh my gosh.
And Triton's going to let that quarter run out.
I thought he was the quarterback.
Or I guess, nope, 32 seconds. They started walking over. I thought it was the end of the quarter. I looked for the scoreboard and didn't see it.
Yeah, that's still on the
clock's going to run here. Triton with 20 seconds on the play clock. 6-second difference between the two. Wrecking Crew offense now. 1st and goal from the 6. Shively gets it again. He's going to follow his convoy in. Shively goes airborne. It's going to be close. About a yard or 2 shy of a touchdown.
I'm just going to go back to that same play.
And that's going to send us, I believe, to the 4th quarter where Triton leads 14-6. We'll flip the field as the 4th quarter back to get underway here from the Trojan Tundra in Bourbon. We'll be back after these messages.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Andy O'Hara alongside Tyler Amsden, Kaden Atkins, Kenny Barnhart, Kayden Hummitch on the main camera tonight, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network as Triton leads 14-6, down deep in the goal line here to start the 4th quarter. One thing I can say about Triton's conditioning, this team they're fired. 3rd and goal. Shively takes off. Shively puts it in again to the X Factor. 3 touchdowns on the night for him, 2 on the ground and 1 through the air. And Triton goes up 20-6.
We'll do that as a replay because I think our internet was messed up a little bit.
He just dives over the pile.
Didn't get it in time to get the firework over there.
I saw him lighting it. Shively, the point after touchdown attempt. Snaps low. Irvine holds. It pushes it through, and Shively splits the uprights. 21-6. The Trojans lead here early in the 4th.
You can tell Pioneer's kind of really tired just by the way they're walking off the field right now.
See what Orion's view there. Yep, just coming around the side, bounced off the pile, and crossed the line.
But hey, there's still a lot of time. 11:24, still a lot of time. And Pioneer showed off their home run ability. Triton's got to continue this momentum.
I feel bad for those old line and defensive line because it's most of the same guys, and you can just see them on that sideline over there.
I don't care if you're wearing a white jersey or a blue jersey tonight, but as a football player, Tyler, these are. Dude, you're not tired. You are amped up. You're ready to go. There is no reason to be tired right now if you're on either side because Pioneer knows they're a strong football team. Triton, you've been in those shoes.
The only thing is with Triton, this is one of their longer games because we haven't got to a running clock.
Yes, exactly. They have not. Triton has been in a running clock through 5 weeks. 4 on the winning end, 1 against LaVille on the losing end. A Shively to kick. Toloza and Hill back deep. Pooch kick to the far side. Just past the hands
Good
of Gluth.
kick.
Kaden Hill's got it. Here comes Prater. Overshot him. Hill up the sideline. Hill pushed out of bounds.
Tackled by him. Yeah. If Vinny could just break down right there, you'd have had him.
And Gluth was the man. Was trying to get a hand on, but nice play by Hill to back him up. So Pioneer takes over 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Or excuse me, that's on the 40. It's on the 33.
Yep.
Hill back in the quarterback spot out of the shotgun. Gluth and Rand's here the near side. Rand's back pedals, but they're going to go to Toloza. Toloza goes forward, but here comes that Triton defense.
That defensive line is holding their own. And look at Riley.
I love his energy. I'm telling you what.
Lumberjack. He's getting excited after every play.
In interviewing him, Riley, tell you, one of my favorite players. Just his energy and how he approaches it. Dude, he was fired up. 10 minutes and counting to go here. 3rd and 7 for the Panthers. 2 and 8 on 3rd down conversions here tonight. Triton's home crowd getting fired up. Miller. And Sweet changed sides, but a timeout for Pioneer.
Yeah, I think the clock was down and everybody's kind of lined up on the wrong side and got readjusted. And time for a timeout.
As Pioneer walks back to their side, Triton jogs over here on the near side. Triton, their conditioning. These guys are fired up. Tyler, you played in this game. You've been in this game in either end.
Yeah.
With this lead for one of these players down here, knowing how 8 years Pioneers had this. What are you telling these guys? The job's not done yet. What are you telling those guys down there?
The job's not done yet. I know it tastes pretty good right now to be winning by what? By like 2 touchdowns, but just wait. Just keep holding your own, keep holding the line, and don't celebrate till the clock kicks 0.
And if you're Pioneer, you're not done yet. You still got 9 minutes and 54 seconds. Hunker down on defense, continue to play hard. And these guys here, they know they got the speed. They know they've got the talent. These guys here, yes, they're tired. They may not have the numbers they usually have. These guys here have played 3.
They still got that championship leadership passed down through the years. So they know what they're doing. They can get back in it.
Exactly. They've been taught from years of leadership. It's now 3rd and 7 for Kaden Hill. Right back. Oh, he's going to keep it. Swings it out left. Rands has got it. And Landon Lemler takes him down. 4th down coming up. I think that was Snyder had a beat on him. But Lemler comes away with the tackle. Nice pursuit by Lemler. So loss on the play. 4th and 9 from the 34. Miller to kick. Dante Workman to return. Snap's good. Kick, pushing it left. Workman's going to let it bounce and roll. Nice play by Workman to back away. Smart play there as Hill will down it.
Not a bad kick. Now do you try to score right here, or do you?
I think you try to bleed as much clock as possible. I think that's the biggest thing here. Yep. I mean, yes, I would love to see you put a score up.
Yeah.
But, it's kind of one of those things. Do you put a score up? Do you just move the chains?
Yeah, and if you score, you score. But try to waste some more time.
I think you try to move the chains here. Just keep that clock moving. If you can put it in, go for it. Yeah. But still, that's a lot of time on the clock left. 9:02 to go. 1st and 10 from the 37. Shively goes back to work out the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to his right. Now to Shu. Shu bouncing it outside. Shu cutting back in. Tolosa's got a handle on him. Tolosa hanging with him. Shu push the foul. Fumble, and the Panthers take over. They're going to say he's down. Nope, they're going to give the ball to Pioneer. Yep. The second Triton turnover here in this one.
Kind of reminds me of that LaVille game last year when he was doing the same thing. He was pushing the pile. He was doing what he wanted to do, and then all of a sudden he just loses the grip of that football.
Trying to see. He's held on to it tight here. Pioneer's ripping away at it. I believe number 50, Eli Miller, forced the fumble. Punched it out, and I believe Gluth gets credit for the fumble recovery.
And just like that.
What a play from Pioneer.
Yeah, you needed that.
Hey, and the longer they stood on their feet, that gives them a chance to take a swing at that football, and that's what they did just there.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. Rands back under center. Bunch formation. Hill in motion. Counter here to the near side. Hill trying to cut up field. Riley Wood trying to get there. I believe Wayne Reichert in on the tackle. Wood back on his feet. It might have been Reichert and Snyder. Riley Wood.
Looks like Riley's holding his arm.
A little shaken up.
5-yard pickup for Hill.
He's a little shaken up.
I'm telling you what, them Lumberjacks, they're tough guys. 2nd and 5. 8:20 to go. Gluth in motion. To Toloza up the middle. Toloza bouncing it around. Triton pushes him back. They'll be just short of a first down as 3rd down coming up. Conley and Snyder in on the tackle. For the Trojans here, I know there's inside 8 minutes to go, but this right here is a big 3rd down. I think this is the momentum shifter right here. Josh Lemler, the claw, right in the middle. Rands back under center. Goes to Toloza. Toloza stop, but I think he's got enough for a first down.
He's going to be close.
Yeah, right.
They're going to stop him. They're going to give it to him. I think they're giving it to him. They're giving it to him. And a first down for the Panthers.
First down at the 39-yard line.
Pioneer squeaks it by, enough to move the chains. 7.5 to go. Rands under center, sends Hill in motion. Rands play action fake, rolling right. Leaves it for Hill. Hill gets it. Hill's got room. Hill bouncing a field. Kayden Hill all the way up the middle of the sideline. Here comes Shiley. He's trying to get to the corner. Hill trying to stop. Shiley pushes him out. And that'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers.
Just like that. I'm telling you.
They'll be down to the 3-yard line. 36 yards on the gain.
One mistake can turn into 6 points.
And they've had a lot of times right there, 2 steps, and they could have broke loose earlier in the game, and they finally got 1 to go.
Rands 36 yards on that play.
Touchdown.
And a touchdown for the Panthers. Toloza punching it in.
You're still in this game.
Like I said,
you're still in this game.
You can't be complacent.
Yeah.
Not against this Pioneer team who's now, they get this, they're down 1 score.
And Orion's didn't come through. Oh, there it is.
There's a little fuzzy there.
His didn't get focused in time.
So Pioneer, customary, going to go for 2. Rands under center. Toloza in the backfield. Man in motion goes Hill. Rands the pass. Here comes the pressure. And Triton stops him again on a 2-point conversion. Pioneer comes up empty. And slow to get up. We got a Trojan down. It's hurt.
Is that Wayne?
That's Wayne. So Reichert down. Hope Wayne's okay. You never want to see a player get hurt. Wayne's a tough guy. As Whitaker and Callahan get out there to see how he's doing, he gets back up and runs it off the field. I'm telling you, talking to Wayne, getting to know this kid the last couple of years, he's one tough dude.
It's going to take a lot to bring him down.
You know, he wants to play in this game. He's not done as he talks to Whitaker. So he gets some attention from Callahan. But now you're the Trojan offense. You've got to find a way to respond. You've got to hang on the football. It is a 9-point game, still a 2-score game.
Hey, Don's getting into him.
The legend on the mic, getting the home crowd fired up. Kicking it old school. I like it. It froze again.
And sure if that. Yeah. I don't know if that one cable somewhere.
There's a cable probably acting up somewhere.
See if that's any better.
The band down there playing there. Brian Wesher will be in. Hensley also in on the return team. It's nickel to kick, but don't rule out. Oh, they're going to change the kicker. Miller's now going to kick. And the onside kick is Triton's expecting it on the far side. And nice play there. I believe that was Javen May. The hands team coming up strong for the Trojans. And right there, that's exactly what you do. You don't do nothing cute. Hook the ball in, hang on to it, go to the ground.
And then let your guys protect you.
The Triton band getting a new seat tonight.
They're getting primo seats tonight.
Mr. Yarborough, I believe, is to credit for that. Talked to him earlier.
Yeah, he said it's getting too packed here in the stands.
Yeah, he's got to make some room. First and 10, Shively split backfield.
Come on.
Shively now trying to go through. I know the camera footage is down, but what a tackle right there by number 55, Cody LeGrand.
Way to bring him down. That was a good tackle. Way to get through his block.
A lot of technical issues here tonight. I don't know. The main camera is struggling.
Yep.
Are your camera connections plugged in well, Kayden, up there? The HDMI.
Feels like it.
So do apologize for technical difficulties. I know we're working on it. We're going to go with Orion's camera now as he's got the main action on his. Second down 11, following the 1 yard loss in the play. Shively goes back to Shu. Shu trying to cut upfield. Shu spinning away. Gets brought down good, I believe, by Miller on the play.
Anthony's he's been trying to get it going all night. Just nothing really getting going for him.
That red light's flashing up there. Has he got low battery?
No, I think that's recording.
Shively back to work out of the shotgun. Shively working left. Pitches out to Shu. Shu has a head of steam. Anthony Shu cuts upfield. Stiff arm for beast mode. Still on his feet up to the 30-yard line of Pioneer. Right in front of Orion. What a angle there.
What did I just say? He's been waiting to get it on all night. And next thing you know, next play.
There, I think we got her back up.
And we got 2 flags on the play. Triton's moving back. It's on the Trojans.
Wow.
Dead ball foul, personal foul on Triton. I didn't quite see what happened.
No, yeah, me either.
Coach Younis, I saw him looking over there saying think, and it'll be from the spot of the foul. And they'll go 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Right back inside the 50.
Holy.
So first and 10. Again. Got a card might be acting up or something.
There it goes.
What is?
Trying to get things straightened out. We got the down markers. We got them back on the 49. The officiating crew trying to sort things out. I think you got it back. So get it spotted. So now we are first and 10 from the 48. Shot out of the shotgun, right back to Shu. Shu trying to cut upfield. The clock was not, I don't know if the clock was running. I don't think the clock was running. The clock is not running. Something going wrong with this.
There, they got it.
Is that 5-3? Yep. Okay, there we go.
Pioneer wanted an explanation. They ran 7 seconds or more off the clock.
4-yard line, picks up 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
A lot of confusion here in this fourth quarter.
We're not helping the viewers too much because it keeps wanting to freeze up on them.
Shively back to work. Now to Shue. Shue bouncing it outside. Anthony Shue finding his way. Anthony Shue! Beast mode! Pay dirt!
Anthony
From
Shue.
44 yards away, over 1,000 yards on the season for the junior running back.
Boy, took it to the apartments.
We're going to do both sides.
Watch this. See how they motion. I don't know why they motion over to the one side. They overloaded that one side, and
I love this misdirection.
Yeah, and then Anthony just took it to the house, took it to the sideline. There was no one there.
And Anthony Shue, 20 touchdowns on the year. 2 here tonight, 23 carries for 133 yards. Here's the other view.
Got a bit blurry at the end of mine.
Yeah, we'll have to get the.
We'll go right back to it. Shively the kick.
I love that misdirection. Did you see how they overloaded that one side and then they completely just.
Shively perfect again. 28-12 is our score. Now we go back to it. You got it. You see this second angle, just watching that misdirection.
Watch how Anthony fakes it.
Cam Shively and Shue sold it well. And Shue just gets upfield, the stiff arm. Then he gets the outside. When he gets a look, Anthony Shue just breaks it free. And he wasn't going to be brought down. He was punching that one in.
How many yards is that for him for the season?
He's over 1,000 yards. But tonight, 23 carries for 133. Cole Shively, 16 carries for 132 yards. The Trojans, 277 yards of offense on the ground. And then the Panthers, 208 yards total, 109 on the ground and 99 through the air.
I believe Haynes just said 1,033.
1,033 yards for Anthony Shue, the junior. Through 6 weeks of play. Shively now to send it. Shively, long kick. Toloza backpedals, takes it inside the 5. Toloza with a head of steam, trying to find a seam at the far sideline. Toloza accelerates, and Triton pushes him out.
Back on defense. See what the lumberjack and his guys can do.
You know, that front line has done well with Cam Shively and Lemler and Josh Lemler and Eastside Lemler and Evan Bryles done a great job here tonight. Tucker Worsham in his time, and these guys have played well along that line. But the linebacking core, like you said, of the lumberjack with Kayden or with Cunningham, with and then Lemler and then Conley, that they just played so well. Wayne also, I mean, these guys have played it. They're flying to the ball. They're playing extremely well. But Pioneer not done yet. 4:55 to go. Rands is going to roll. Lemler had a beat. Rands throws up a prayer. Cole Shively intercepts it. And a flag of the play, I think a pass interference on the Trojans. Shively was inside him, boxed him out.
That might be offense.
We'll see. I'll watch the play. You go with the replay.
Watch this replay. It looks like they're both fighting over the ball. I didn't see really nothing over it.
Pass interference on the Panthers. Yep. Triton takes over.
It's something else up here.
So 1st and 10 for the Trojans. That was good defense by Chavez. He boxed him out. Froze again.
Yeah, I have to re-add it again. Nope. Do this to get.
Like I said, appreciate Kenny. I know it's been a frustrating night for him here tonight.
I think I got to unplug everything and put it back in. We don't have time to do that.
Okay, we'll go with what we got. We got a second angle.
Maybe.
Shively back to work. Goes to Shue. Shue trying to go to the outside. Stiff arm. What a pursuit tackle. Shue spins away. Shue changes direction. Anthony Shue still on his feet. One man to beat. Stiff arm still on his feet. Beast mode. Count it for 6 more. A late flag. Oh, is there a flag on the play? Touchdown, Anthony Shue from 46 yards out. Holy cow.
Oh, my
God. Up, beast mode.
Even watch.
Oh, my.
Even got Orion.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't even know if I can explain this play.
There's nothing to explain. It's beast mode. That's all. You look it up. Stiff arm there. He's not done. He's going for 6.
You should see it. You should see the fans here, dude. This place is going crazy.
4:32 to go.
This kid is something else.
Shively. Point for touchdown. Sends that one to the concession stand.
I'm giving this kid a hug after the game.
35-12, the Trojans lead.
Well, he's.
You know,
that's more yards now.
Well, but the big 24 carries, 179 yards on the ground for him. But for Triton, they're up to 7 yards averaging a play. But Pioneer, you know, yes, I know it doesn't look good on the scoreboard for them right now. This group has fought hard. They've got nothing their heads up. But Triton, how they played tonight, how they've dug deep, you know, you played in this game. It's easy to be starstruck in this one because we know what that Pioneer team has done the last 8 years to Triton.
One good play like earlier when they had that huge throw, huge home run, and then we could have easily put our heads down and given up right there. But this is a different Trojan team right here.
Their mental toughness right here, and for Triton right now with this lead going into a tough game next week.
I'm comparing, yeah.
This group here, this is a big push for them for next week.
I'm comparing this group to the 2018 group, and right now this group they're probably better than the 2018 group.
They're to do the first something in Triton history to defeat Pioneers. A touchback for Chavez. He sends it into the band out the back of the end zone. But Triton still 4:32. A lot of time left. A lot of things can bounce Pioneers' way. You still got to play strong football for the next 4.5 minutes. As Anthony Shue
just reverses field.
But what? Well, I tell you what, Guffey had a good play on him.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, the defense was there.
Tolosa's got up the middle. Wayne Reichert and company stops him there. The missile and crew bring him down.
This place is going to erupt when the clock hits 0.
Triton trying to do two things in history. They defeat Bremen earlier. Right now, 4 minutes away from a chance to defeat Pioneer for the first time in school history. Back to Hill.
Oh, my.
But Triton.
Was that
Trenton Conley?
Trent Conley laying. Holy cow.
Hill slow to get up.
You can see just that group is kind of getting slow now.
Kayden Hill ball carrier loses 2 yards to the 18-yard line. 3rd and 12.
Rands now to the counter, right it back up to the middle to Gluth. Gluth has got some size, has got some speed, and he gets out, pushed out of bounds. What a play there from Pioneer to move the chains.
Gluth, the ball carrier. Picked up 22 yards in the first down at the 40-yard line.
.322 to go.
1st and 10 from the 40. Gluth in motion. Rands is going to keep it. The quarterback, the nice play from the freshman to try to cut up field.
Wayne with the tackle.
The missile again. Playing strong. Like I said, I know, I appreciate it's just been one of those nights.
Yep, it's like when you need to start all over.
Make that 4 yards to the 44.
Let's do that once.
2nd and 7 from the 43 for Rands. Sends a man in motion. Goes to Gluth on the outside. He'll cut up field. Bounces away. Triton pursues and brings him down. Cunningham and Irvine in on the tackle. And Amari Snyder as well. Gluth, excuse me, not Gluth. 2.5 to go, 3rd and 7. Half-yard loss on the carry. The freshman back under center. Sends Hill in motion. He's going to roll right. Quarterback keeper. Cuts upfield. The Lumberjack initial contact. Rands with a nice carry for a first down for Pioneer.
Good tackle by Maury Snyder. Riley's upset about that one.
Had a beat on him.
Quarterback keeper tackled by Maury Snyder in the Triton territory at the 47.
Pioneer back in Triton territory. Inside 2 minutes to go.
Picks up the first down with a 9-yard run.
Rands is going to keep it again. Pitches it out to Nickel. Nickel on the carry, received the pitch to the outside from Rands. Tell you what, Rands is going to be a very nice quarterback. He's only a freshman, but he's shown some great instincts, some great ability out there here tonight.
Looks like he's been.
Could be a great future quarterback for this Pioneer team for the next few years. Going to keep it. Still on his feet, but Triton holds the line and forces third down. Away from going to 5-1, their best record since 2017, and their first win over Pioneer. Triton gaining traction at the midway point of the season.
6-1.
5-1.
Oh yeah, 5-1.
Fumbled snap as Rands gets it. And that'll bring up fourth down as Pioneer looks to punt. As Triton will improve now to 5-1 on the season. Pioneer will fall to 2-4. As next week they'll get ready to take on. Triton will travel for a tough one against North Judson. Keep an eye on that one.
That was going to be a good game.
And the Panthers will travel to Knox to take on the Redskins. So on the offense for the stats here tonight, Pioneer, both teams with 11 first downs in the night, 42 rushes for 144 yards for 179, and Shively 16 for 132, both combined for 4 touchdowns. Now lost a fumble, threw in an interception, 6 penalties for 63 yards, 3 for 20 as the Trojans storm the field. Triton 4-10 on third down, 2-2, as this team had themselves an We'll go with the guy who kind of owned the first half here a little bit with Cole Shively. You know, Cole, this is a tough team for you guys here. Triton's never beaten Pioneer. You've watched for years how they've kind of dominated. For you guys tonight to dominate, what's it like for you guys?
I mean, it was a lot of motivation.
Yet how you guys, your mental toughness is something that's so special to watch. For you guys to answer right back and start putting points on the board and then start to kind of find a way to improve each and every play. What's it like? And then in penalties, we also kind of got you down. For you guys, your guy in that huddle, what are you telling your guys?
It's always the next play mentality, so you just got to put in the back of your mind, you know, next play we're going to do the same thing, we're going to go score. So that's our mentality, is we're going to score every play. So that's what we're thinking.
And Anthony, I know that first half things didn't quite go your way. What I tell everybody is how tough it is for you. I mean, yeah, it don't quite go your way, but for a great player to find a way to make plays when it matters, when late in the game, and both of you did that here tonight. For you, when you finally broke free, I said he wasn't going to stop until he hit the end zone. But the big thing for me is that opening half touchdown. Yeah. You got your hands on that. What was that like?
You know, it was tough in the first quarter and the second quarter. I mean, I was getting stopped. They had keyed in on me. But, you know, I keep that mindset where, like, hey, the game's not over yet. I'm going to break a couple, and that's what I did, you know, and I have some really good blockers. You know, I wouldn't be able to do anything without my blockers. On that one first touchdown I had, Riley and Cameron completely cleared the way for me. It was green grass from there, so it felt good.
Well, you know, and I believe Kayden and I talked during the Bremen game. You know, the quarterback and the running back for all your guys' yards and stuff. I mean, I think a steak dinner's coming for that offensive line. I think those guys have earned a trip for a steak. I mean, you guys got happy cows. You got a place to get some meat.
Yeah, they work really hard. I mean, they're strong. They worked in the weight room really hard, and it's paid off.
Well, guys, I won't hold you no longer, but great game. Got a tough game next week. Go get prepared, but go celebrate with you guys. Have a good night tonight.
Thank you. Yep, appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We'll get Coach Younis here in just a moment. All right, we got Coach Younis. Coach, your guys here, one of the best starts you guys have had in school history. Now 5-1 on the year. For you tonight, I know that first half was slow going, but the confidence you had in your guys at the end of the half was something truly special. How important was that touchdown, though, for these guys going into halftime?
It was huge. It was a huge momentum swing for us. You know, I felt like Cole kept us in the ball game early on because, you know, obviously Pioneer, they were keen on Anthony, and they did a great job defending him. But, you know, Cole kept us around, and when we got down there, big players, I just said, you know, Anthony, you go to the back of the end zone, Cole, throw it up to him.
And we're sitting there talking, and like I told Tyler, I said, that vote of confidence for a head coach, especially in for those guys, that really counts. Eastside Lemler, who's just been a monster all year. He's going to year when things really get tight. A tough defensive line can really win that battle in the trench. These guys are here doing this so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Eastside was a pleasant surprise. You know, coming in as a sophomore, we weren't sure. We thought, okay, you know, strength-wise, he's there, but will he be there mentally? And he's been amazing, and it's given us that depth that we need on that line. And, you know, we have confidence in all those guys when they get their opportunity that, you know, they're going to do their job.
And mental fortitude with these guys, when a mistake or a penalty happens, we're not seeing these guys hang their heads. And that's a big thing for this mental fortitude for these guys. The reason why they're 5-1 and why they're doing so well as a coach, that mental fortitude, that's something you can't coach these guys.
Absolutely. And, you know, Anthony, he had that fumble. And when he came over, I looked at him. I said, "You're all right, kid." And he looked at me. He's like, "Oh, I know. Next play." And, you know, and he did. You know, he finished that game for us, and couldn't be more proud of that kid.
So next week, this win here really catapults things, but it's back to work as usual because of a tough game next week down at Judson. It's never an easy place to play.
No. Yeah, you're exactly right there. Judson is an outstanding team, another opponent that we will see come sectional time as well. And, you know, they've got a stud running back in Cheyenne Allen, but it's not just him. They've got a full team. And so it's going to be a fun game. You know, our kids are hungry. You know, they're going to come to work, and we're going to go over there and we're going to give them our best shot and see what happens.
So with that being said, we're going to hang it up here from the Trojan Tundra. Andy O'Hara with Coach Younis tonight with Tyler Amsden, Kaden Atkins, Caden Hummitch, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler. Until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your